Omarion, breezy.
Exactly, you know what I'm saying? And it's all fun, but at a certain point, you know, in your life, and i.e., you know, me being a young man to a grown man now, I understand, like, you know, if you really, your woman wants to be everything to players, fellas, your woman wants to be everything to you. All you have to do is listen. If you listen and she's comfortable, you know, and you can open her up to certain ideas, you know, like it's a beautiful thing. You just gotta listen. That's it, and that's what sex pregnancy is about. Get it, December 2nd. Yeah.
I love that. I'm gonna tell them. Speak that knowledge.
Yeah, for real. You gotta connect. You know what I'm saying? These days, you gotta connect, even if it's just, you know, on a physical level. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like connect. You know, because I think that that's where, you know, the truth in self is. And, you know, in order to be the best version of yourself, you have to master yourself. You know what I'm saying? So you got to know what you want, what you don't want. You know, you can't just be like all over the place, like,
right.
Oh, I want to turn up here, then turn up there. You know what I'm saying? You got to know what you want. You know what I'm saying? So you can create that experience every time.
Right, and know how to find it. I think that's the biggest thing. People might want something, but they're looking for it in the wrong place.
Period.
Exactly.
Period. So.
Well, I'm excited. How is it working with Ross? Because now you're with MMG, right?
Yeah. Well, it's amazing to be with, you know, not just, you know, what we call, you know, a street executive, but, you know, also an artist, because he understands the process. He understands the importance of, you know, me having certain things, you know, being the only, you know, singer on Maybach music.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that that's really a tribute to, you know, what he is going through in his career, and, you know, how he is, you know, just continue to, you know, break through all of the barriers and, you know, the perceptions and the views. And, you know, like, I think that that's a big part of being great, is persevering. You know what I'm saying? So being on MMG, you know, and understanding that it's a collective, it's like the dopest thing ever. Like, I've been around for a long time, you know what I mean? So I've seen him come and watch him go, you know what I mean? Like, so be a part of Maybach Music, and then he'd be like, yo, I want everybody to come out, we're gonna have some dinner. And then he like, yo, stand up and just, you know, say what you working on, say, and it's like a round table full of like goons. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Street dudes, you know what I'm saying? Dudes that work here, you know, dudes that represent this, you know what I mean? Like, such a diverse, you know, brotherhood of men. And it's like we're all there trying to get to the same place, you know what I'm saying? And that's like super dope. You know, that doesn't happen in music. You don't, you know, mess with people in music and they actually support all that you're doing, you know. Rose is that, so.
That's dope. That's really dope. How has it been pushing music now? Because it's totally different from when you were at B2K days. Well, we got the internet, we got social media.
Super
we got
different.
all those things now. So
Right.
how has it been for you to make that transition? Because you've had to grow now as an artist and learn how to promote your music this way.
Well, it's definitely been an adjustment, you know, because, you know, I come from, you know, I call it the MJ era, you know, where everything was about mystique.
Right.
You know, like, you didn't live your life on Front Street, you know what I'm saying? Certain things about you and yourself you kept private, you know, but now with reality TV, it's like the other way around. It's like, if you're not at the club, then you ain't really popping. If people don't see what you're doing, and then there's a big disconnect, you know, from what people are seeing, you know, like TV-wise, and then what people are hearing, you know, because so many different sources of hearing music, you know.
Right.
People don't really buy albums, you know. I know, I'm sure you know, but no album that came out this year went platinum, you know. So I think for me, you know, it's good and it's bad, but it's great because now it's all about the influence. At the end of the day, you know, you can have, you know, the right people or the engine pushing you, but at the end of the day, like, what are you influencing? You know, you could have a #1 hit. You know, you could be on the front and cover of magazines, but do people want to be like you? You know, do people aspire to have the things that you have? You know,
Right.
And that's kind of like where I'm at with it, and that's the reason why, you know, I'm taking a shot in the dark as well. You know, it's not a lot of R&B singers that talk about sex and, you know, actually introduce it in a way that, you know, it's conversational, and it's like, okay, well, what are we talking about? Are we just talking about turning up, or are we talking about, like, what it means to have a great turnout.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I feel like I belong. I feel like this album, you know, is going to be a key album, whether, you know, it's super recognized now or not recognized now, or recognized in 10 years. You know, like, this is what I do it for. This is art. And when you're an artist, it's not about what people would think of it. It's about what you feel, you know, and that's what Sex Playlist is.
I love it. I love that you're putting out music that's still true to you. A lot of people are just trying to keep up with the time and just put out music that they think is going to be a hit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Right? But you're just like, I want to put out what I'm feeling, and I like that. And I want to get into your new single.
Yeah, let's do that.
Why don't you go ahead and introduce it to the 760?
760, you already know your boy Omarion. Now look, this is a special jammer. I don't care what you're doing, I'm going to need you to turn the volume all the way up, because we going up. Supposed to be DJ Mustard, Omarion, Chris Brown, Janae Aiko.
I'ma kill it like murder, she wrote. You wanna know how I know